All right, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. We are finally here after, yes. After 447 days, not that anyone's been counting, Knock Knock is finally set to reopen so all children can experience the power of play in our 18 learning zones. I'm Erin Kilgore, the immediate past chair of the board of directors, and I am so happy to say, officially, welcome back. Don't worry, kids, this part is going to be very short. Then it'll be time to once again play, create, and explore. We have some very special people here today to help us kick off our summer of imagination. Our first guest is Knock Knock's current board chair, Ray Vasquez. Ray, it has been a hard year for all of us, but we finally made it to the other side. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Ray Vasquez back to Knock Knock.
Thank you so much, Erin. You're right. We finally made it to the other side, and it's taken all of us to get here. I do want to say a very special thank you to you, Erin. You and our executive director, Peter, have had to make some really difficult decisions in March of last year, and we know it wasn't easy, but thankfully that's behind us now. So let's talk a little bit about the journey of Knock Knock. It took 14 years of unrelenting work from our founding ladies to bring Knock Knock Children's Museum to fruition the first time around. Luckily, it didn't take as long this time, but there were certainly some times over the past 447 days where it kind of felt like it did. The power of play is real, and it's vital to the children of the Capital Region. But Knock Knock is more than just a building. The circumstances of the past year thrust Knock Knock in new and unexpected directions. Knock Knock Children's Museum is an incredible place where children can play and create and explore. But it took a global pandemic for us to really realize that Knock Knock could reach its full potential and truly live up to its mission. We had to expand beyond the physical borders, which we couldn't use anymore, and expose children everywhere to the power of play. And we did that, but now it's time for our children to experience Knock Knock the way it was meant to be experienced, in person, through imaginative, hands-on play. And I'm so happy to finally be able to say, welcome back, everybody. This is awesome.
I'm going to be working the stairs a lot for the next little while. Thanks. Thank you. Those are my fans over there. Thank you for your service and your leadership, Ray. It is now my pleasure to introduce the superintendent of BREC, Corey Wilson. BREC has been our partner from the beginning, and our relationship has only grown stronger under Corey's leadership. Welcome, Corey. Come on up.
Thank you, Erin, and good afternoon, everyone. I, too, am very excited to be here today celebrating with everyone. I'm proud of the partnership we have with Knock Knock. It's a partnership that I had the pleasure of working on even before I became superintendent, because Knock Knock really embodies what BREC does as an organization as well in terms of serving children and helping them grow, learn, and play. Now, I have the best honor of all, and that is introducing our Mayor President, Sharon Weston Broome. She is and always has been an advocate for the children of East Baton Rouge Parish and beyond. Mayor, please join us up here and let us hear your remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson, and welcome everyone. This is certainly a great day It's exciting to see all of you all here, to see some bright, smiling faces for the official reopening of our beloved Knock Knock Children's Museum. Over the last year, of course, we have all made some daily adjustments in our lives to protect those around us. We've done this through social distancing, through limited gatherings, wearing masks, and of course, by saying a temporary goodbye to some of the staples in our community. And while those measures undoubtedly have helped our community, I am so glad that we have surpassed these challenges. And I am elated to take part in officially welcoming our children back to Knock Knock Children's Museum. This center offers our youth an opportunity to play, to think, and explore without boundaries. And when they are in these walls, they have endless opportunities to grow. This facility has seen our future generation of leaders, teachers, doctors, scientists, problem solvers, and just go-getters. You heard from a few of them on the second row right there today. And it has certainly given them an opportunity to thrive. Imaginative play is so impactful on our youth, and I'm excited to see this facility become accessible to our youth once again. I believe I speak on behalf of the entire Baton Rouge community when I say we are extremely proud of the wonderful work you all do for our youth and all of the educational resources you provide for youth across the Capital Region. Before I hand it over to my friend and our First Lady, Donna Edwards, I want to take a moment to thank some of the people who have made this reopening possible. Ray Vasquez, who you've heard from, the chair, Peter Claffey, the executive director, the board of directors, the founding ladies, and the Welcome Back Steering Committee. Thank you all for everything you've done to bring back the opportunity to play with a purpose in Baton Rouge. Thank you so much. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the First Lady of the state of Louisiana, Donna Edwards.
Good afternoon, everyone. So great to be back. I was here when we first opened. It was a very warm day. So it's great to be here with you today, and thank you all for all that's been involved in reopening of the Knock Knock Museum. It's been a long and challenging nearly year and a half. How many days was it? 447. There you go, due to COVID-19. But thankfully, we are now having 3 safe and effective vaccines that are available for children 12 and under, and we're bringing back Louisiana. So far, nearly 32% of eligible Louisianans are fully vaccinated, but we need more. This is information from my husband. And if you need to find a location or need more information, vaccines.gov. There you go. So today's event is a testament to the hard work of many people, as the mayor just said. And I have to say that as a mother and a former public school teacher, elementary school teacher, I'm so excited to see this beautiful and educational museum reopening. Let's give another round of applause for everybody. The story of Knock Knock is the story of perseverance, dedication, and vision. It began, like she mentioned, with a group of women sitting at a kitchen table, realizing that Baton Rouge and the Capital Region needed to do more to help our children grow and learn, and the best way to do that was hands-on imaginative play. It took 14 that in this room like now saying, yeah, probably felt like more. And they battled and they fought and they never took no for an answer. And after 14 years, this incredible place is now a reality. Let's give them a round of applause. And then after only 2.5 years, a global pandemic forced the dream to be put on hold. But that's all it was. It was a pause. And today, the dream returns better than ever. I was thrilled to host a special group of children and their parents, along with the Knock Knock Museum staff at the mansion back in 2017. And I recognized then the importance of Knock Knock's mission early on and knew that our Louisiana First Foundation needed to be a part of bringing purposeful play to all children. So my foundation supports Teach MAM, which means Teach Music, Art, and Movement in our schools. And that's very important to me, and it's obviously important to you all. Louisiana First Foundation awarded this museum a scholarship, and the sponsorship went toward the rainbow-colored percussion instrument for children to play music inside the museum. So I don't know if you've tried it, but make sure today you find that rainbow-colored percussion instrument and have a blast and enjoy it. And this is all what makes Knock Knock Museum so special: children. So children can play without limits or rules and make connections to the world around them. The last 15 months have been tough on all of us. Sometimes with all the stresses in our lives, we forget that our children also have had a tough time. And that's why the reopening of Knock Knock Museum is so important. It means, ladies and gentlemen, that life in Louisiana is getting back to normal. I feel like that needs a round of applause. And for our children and for each child here, it means that they can play, they can create, and they can explore once again. So I want to thank all of you for believing in the power of play and supporting Knock Knock. Our children are vital to Louisiana's future. In fact, they are our future. And Knock Knock is vital to them. So God bless each and every one of you, and thank you again for having me here.
Thank you so much for being here, Mrs. Edwards, Mayor Broome, and Superintendent Wilson. It means so much to all of us that you took time out of your busy schedules to help us celebrate our grand reopening. We have one last speaker. Don't worry, guys. I promise we're getting close to our playtime. Join me in welcoming Knock Knock Executive Director Peter Claffey.
Thank you, Aaron. I also want to say a thank you to Ms. Edwards, Mayor Broome, and Superintendent Wilson, certainly for their continued support and for being here today. 447 days in the making. Just the joy I feel in my heart to see everybody here today is very strong. So I'm going to keep this brief. I know we've got our anxious kiddos and they're ready to go. And again, just like them, I'm ready to see them play here in the museum. So, we're going to try to keep it moving. No one could have anticipated this closure took so long. We were very, very fortunate that the museum's founders and our board of directors had great oversight leading into COVID, and we're just really well prepared, and it allowed us to continue to deliver our mission during this time. Their discipline planning and leadership really was what kept us moving forward and continuing to engage children throughout the Capital Region. I'd certainly like to especially thank Erin Kilgore, our past chair, who was always great to answer my phone and talk with me out when I needed it. And also our current chair, Ray Vasquez, for everything during this transitional time as well. Their steady hand and thoughtful guidance were instrumental in preserving Knock Knock's ability to bring purposeful play to the children of our region. But these last 15 months have taken a toll on Knock Knock, so not only are we officially reopened and ready to play with a purpose, we're ready to kick off our Welcome Back campaign. This is going to be our fundraising effort that will help us as we go forward to offset some of our additional costs incurred due to our enhanced COVID protocols, and you'll be hearing more about that as the Welcome Back campaign continues. I also want to thank our staff for their tireless efforts, who really worked to ensure that our mission was being lived each and every day during this time, for their commitment and everything. We also want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, the Miller Group Wealth Strategies of Raymond James, Relief Windows, Coca-Cola Baton Rouge, and Haney & Associates for their continued support of Knock Knock, and especially for this wonderful event. We couldn't have done it without you. And we need to thank our Grand Reopening Committee for making today possible. Thank you to our chair, Kim Morgan, our committee members, Elena Haney, Heather Folks-Gibbons, Ashley Greenhouse, Elizabeth LaBorge, and Angela Marie. Please join me in a round of applause to thank them for all their work, and Lynn Howard, our Director of Development. And lastly, we want to thank all of you. It's your belief in the power of play that has made everything possible here at Knock Knock, and without you, we wouldn't really be here today sitting, smiling, getting ready to go. And I think, well, that's probably about it for me. I think everybody's smiling, looking good, so we'll give it back to Erin.
All right, thanks, Peter. And you're right, it is time to play. Obviously, we have had to make some adjustments because of the weather. The parade is, I think we're going to head outside and see what is going to happen with that. So it is going to be a surprise to all of us. But let's get to it. I'm going to turn things over to Jimmy Frederick, our Director of Marketing. And I'm going to turn it over to him outside. So thanks, everybody.